Hi, my friends. I thought I really need to get back to you, finally, because my last video has been such a long time ago. But if you saw my last Instagram post, I wrote that I really wanted to get back to YouTube and that I had reorganized my desk space, but that for some reason my camera is broken. Jude suggested that it might be the cable, which could be, but I can't see any defect. I actually think it has something to do with an Windows update that happened in the meantime since I last used the camera, so troubleshooting has been a bit complicated, so I don't know when I'll actually be able to use my camera again. So please excuse the shakiness. I'm filming this with my phone at the moment, and I thought since I have to use the phone anyway if I want to do any video, I wanted to just show you a little, really just a very short tour about my reorganized desk space and my workstation, because I love those videos. I love to watch those, and where I have my books. And please excuse the whiny cat in the background. They're very active, so I hope there'll be lots of cameos. And again, excuse the shakiness. I'm not such a good camera woman apparently, but and then at the very end, if you're interested in that, maybe I can try and just do some color and chat and just update you what happened to me in the last basically 8 months of my life. So I'll be back with a little tour about my desk space, and I hope you'll enjoy the video. Okay, I hope you grabbed yourself a cup of coffee, and again, excuse the shakiness. I hope you don't get motion sick. Also, as a warning in front, it might be a bit messy around here because I'm still moving stuff around, throwing a lot of stuff out, for reasons that I'll just explain later. So just if you want to just watch the room tour or the little desk space tour, here we go. So this is my little workspace. I have my computer set up here next to it, and then I have a lot of space here for coloring. I have my pencils sometimes in one of these little bamboo boxes to hold them, and other things are just strewn around here. This is actually the cat. Hi cat, she's very interested. I have two lamps here to provide enough light for coloring, but mostly for the videos. One is here and one is here. And this is actually the camera. I don't know whether this setup would work for filming. I think it would be the wrong angle, but as you know, since I can't make it work at the moment, I can't test it. So, and the cats are, have ample opportunity to just, watch whether I do things the right way. I've talked sometimes about the little tarot cards I have for decoration. This is the Foxfire tarot card set, and I just switch it out for whatever mood I'm in. This is actually my microphone I use for filming, but again, I haven't used it since I changed it like this. Then I have, this is all IKEA desk, and I have a cat here, and this is, I think it's called Alex, and it holds all my various stuff that I need, pencils that I currently use, and some bits and bobs. But most of my books are, don't get motion sick, to my back in this I think today it's called Kallax. I had to move this other desk in front of it, so it's not ideal at the moment, but and excuse all the other stuff. But yeah, those are most of my books, not all of them actually, but most of them. And there's another little set of pictures, which is by Sakuems actually. And you can see the 2020 coloring heaven calendar here, which I have not colored in at all yet. And on top of here are more of my books. Those are mostly the magazines, and in the turquoise little box are all my markers. Then usually when I'm not coloring, using the desk or whatever, but if I color, then I use this little this little wagon, which has all my coloring supplies. I won't go through this. I think this warrants its own video. I just wanted to show you quickly. I have on top here all my pencils in these little pencil cases that have no clever labels, which I should add. I have lots of washi. These are my Coleros. Even more pencils. I think I should throw some of them out. And here on the side are little bits and bobs, more markers, I think, and brushes and all kinds of stuff. It's everything, almost everything is in here. Only the pencils that I cats interested as always. Only the pencils that I currently use are in here. I just put them back in here. I have a second bamboo holder, and of course more space for the cats so that they can watch me color. And at the very bottom I have some Matisas. I think these hold my Neo color, some pastels, Artisa gouache, and as you can see, this thing is completely stuffed to the brim with my things, so I shouldn't buy more stuff, I think. Oh, and here are all the glitters I have. Look, I have all the stickles in here. Yeah, the washi I told you about, and it's very, very handy to get to everything. I really, really like this. I think I bought this thing on Amazon. It's a no-name thing. Yeah, you can see. I bet you really want to see what's on this thing, but I promise you there will be another video where I just completely take all of this out when I'm a bit more comfortable with using the camera as a video recording tool thing. Kitty. And I have more books here, and there's more stuff in the back here, but I can't get to that. It's not perfect. I have to reorganize that at some point. And this really doesn't look like such a big collection, does it? But I assure you, it really is. To the back of these, I have some more books that I usually don't use, so they're a bit hidden. And there, on here, I have little folders with all my single pages. Let me maybe show you that this is completely stacked. This is all my coloring Haven magazines here. I need more space and maybe a new folder. Yeah, and these are all the folders. Maybe you've seen them before. I think I've shown them. And here's the back with more books. Yeah, and well, I promised you Kakemir, so I think you can't. You're not disappointed. They're both very, very interested in what I'm doing. I mean, it has been a very long time since I made a video, so I think they're pretty happy about that they can have their share of fame again. Yeah, I think I showed you everything that was interesting. Again, I promise you a longer video about what's actually in that little card, and I also promise you an updated video about my book collection. I've been meaning to do that because I've started my YouTube channel actually over a year ago. I completely missed my my YouTube anniversary because of the things that I'll tell you about in a second, and I meant to do an update of my book collection video that I did. I think those were my first couple of videos. Oh, if you're wondering, this is my Polish copy of Phantomorphia. I actually think this is in Geomorphia if you have the English copy, by Kirby Rozanz, and I'm following a tutorial by Color with Claire. No, not Color with Claire, sorry. Claire Holloway, the other Claire, which is wonderful. You should check it out. I'll link it below. Yeah, so I've been meaning to do an update about my book collection. I don't think my desk space is any more interesting because I showed you everything that I have. Again, I think it's mostly interesting how I have set up my camera and the lights and everything. If you have more questions for that, if you want to have a longer video about that, just let me know. and I'll try, but all of these things will take a bit of time for, again, reasons I'll tell you in the color and chat in a second. And of course, I need to make my camera work somehow. I don't think it's broken, the camera itself. I don't think the camera itself is broken. I think it's software trouble or something. If you have any ideas about that, just let me know. I just didn't have much time to check that out. Okay, so this is it for my desk tour and my workspace tour. And well, if you just have a very, very short color and chat, because I don't think I can color very well with only one hand, then just stay tuned. Okay, let's see how well I can do this with one hand holding my phone and one hand trying to actually color and talk. I think I'll just do some purple base for the jellyfish. I just need to remember what's the lightest. I think that is the deco pink. So I can just give him a little base of the deco pink while I'm talking. And I've been coloring on this picture since ages. Yeah, well, where to start? I mean, I don't really want to just recoup all that has happened in the last 8 months, which is basically when I stopped doing YouTube mostly. As some of you know, I've had some relationship troubles in last summer, which made me develop anxiety, as I think I've talked about, yeah, well, I mean, basically my situation at the moment is that my boyfriend of 3.5 years and fiance of 2 years has left me very suddenly 2 weeks ago, and he moved out of our shared apartment, and without an explanation or even a goodbye, and I haven't heard of him since then, and I don't know where he is. So I've been trying to just reorganize my life since then. And that's also why I had to completely reorganize how my desk was, and so that I finally can have more space again. It was very, very cramped before, but this way it's super good to color. And also, because he moved out of our shared apartment, and for other reasons I have to move. And luckily I found a gorgeous new apartment that I'm moving to very, very soon, and I'm going to have a super good new workspace there. Even though now that I rearranged all of this, I really like it this way too. But I have so much more space for all my stuff and my books and everything. And hopefully when I'm done with all of that, with all the moving and reorganizing and all of these things, then I have more time to actually go back and do YouTube videos again. But as I think I have done in almost all of my videos ever since summer. Oh, it's starting to rain. And I have a very, very intent audience, as you can see. Yeah, I keep promising you that I will get back to videos, and then just life drama happened all the time, and so that never came to pass. But now I'm hopeful that I can finally have some peace for my life again without all of that drama, and that I can just get back to the things that I like doing. Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore to that, because I don't know. I mean, it's a bit weird for me now because I have to rethink life, and it's a bit weird to just don't know where the partner that you wanted to marry is. I don't know. Hi, kid. Don't steal my pencils. Ah. Of course she does. Well, yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about, that I'm going to move soon, very, very soon, in fact, and then can just start my new life with a whole new apartment of my own. That's going to be so gorgeous. I found this super, super nice apartment. And and then I really am going back to YouTube videos. I really promise you that this time, barring the working camera, of course. If not, then I have to save a bit and buy a new one. If it's really the camera itself that is broken, not software trouble. But I keep hoping that the camera is fine, and it's just something with the computer, because the computer had several updates in between the last time I used the camera and now. So, and when I googled a bit for reasons for why a camera like that stops working, I found some hints that it could be a Windows update. So if it's a Windows update, then it has to. You have to be able to make it work again, don't you? Yeah. So I haven't been watching much YouTube lately. So I hope all of you are actually doing well. I've been meaning to come back, and I had to put the coloring away for a bit, because as you know, coloring just empties the mind a bit too much, and I've had so many things going on around, so coloring wasn't at the forefront, but I really want to get back to it, especially now that the light gets the weather gets better and the light gets better. It always makes me inspired to color. I always like to color in spring and summer a lot, as I've talked about before. I think I don't know how it's for you, whether you have a special season where you like coloring. I know lots of people stop coloring in the summer, mostly because there are so many other activities you do. But for me, I really love it because the light is so nice and the colors everywhere inspire me a lot. So yeah. So I mean, stay tuned for my next video, which I will. I can't promise you it's going to be soon, but I hope it'll be within the next. Well, while it's still summer, while it's still spring. I mean, early summer, late spring, maybe. When I'm done with all the moving and all the things. I plan on renovate a lot in the new apartment to make it extra awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, well, I hope at least I could give a life sign here. I'm still here. I still haven't given up on YouTube. I haven't given up on coloring. And I hope that that those last 8 months that have been very, very, in hindsight, I guess they were pretty horrible on me, and I'm very, very glad this is over and I can actually live my life again. So, yeah. No, I forgot the start of my sentence. That's what happens when you make too long sentences. Yeah, I hope I can, get back to actually doing what I like doing now. When I have my life back in order after this huge break, literally. So, thank you very, very much for watching. As always, it will be a while until we see again, I fear, if only because the stupid camera is broken. Again, if you have any ideas how to fix it or how to at least troubleshoot so that I can find out what's going on with it, let me know. I, again, excuse the shaking. I hope you stayed non-motion sick, and at least I will try and get to your videos and try and get back into the community, at least if I can't make videos myself. So stay tuned. It will be a bit, I fear, but I will be back, and I hope you stay safe and healthy until then. Bye.